I get this question a lot. I get this question in live streams, in other comments, everywhere basically. Everyone always wants to know what the story is behind this neck tattoo. I do have two neck tattoos, so it took me a little minute to figure out which one he was talking about, but you probably meant this one. So I'm gonna keep the answer real short and sweet in this one. I don't want to keep, answering it too often. I'm gonna answer it in this video, and hopefully it covers it for everyone. But I will handle questions like that later on in podcasts and shit like that for everyone else who really wants to know. This main neck tattoo, why do I have a smiley face or a doodle face in the middle of my neck? Why does it look like that and shit like that? Everyone who doesn't know, first of all, it's not a smiley face. It's just a doodled up face that I made one day, and I used it as an album cover for a specific song that I made called From Me to You. I also made a music video for that if anyone wants to go and check that out afterwards. The reason why it looks like this is it's meant to be like half-assed kind of depiction of myself. I call it half-assed because it makes it easier for someone else to understand, but really in reality it's sort of distorted image of my self-perception. I made this smiley face to kind of represent sometimes how I feel when I look at myself in a mirror. That's along with why the song is titled that. It's a picture of me I put it on my neck, so when I look into the mirror it's like me reflecting back at me. I see right now I'm like being expressive and trying to be like upbeat for the video because I'm talking to you, but specifically I look at myself in the mirror sometimes and I have just a drawn on blank face. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, kind of like the way that I look at myself changes. Image on my neck is a representation of that. How sometimes when I look at myself it feels more like this some days. When I look at myself some days I see what y'all see, my face properly. I don't want to say I got anything going on, mentally wise, but I say it's kind of like some days I just have like a bad mental image of myself, and that tattoo is just a reflection of that. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, whether it's because my eyes are puffy and my face is just still sluggish and I'm sleepy and whatnot, it's really a reflection of those kind of days where I look off to myself. I feel off to myself. The point of it is just, first of all, as a reminder to myself that it's just a day. Things happen like that, and it'll pass how it passes. I look how I look and I'm here how I'm here. Yeah, it's really just like a reminder to myself. Yeah, a lot of people look at it and say that it's kind of a shitty tattoo and they don't understand it, or they think like, why the fuck would I get something like that tattooed on me in the first place? Well, first of all, I did do the art myself. I did draw it up myself, so why wouldn't I get it tattooed on me? That's the point. I wanted something I did myself, first of all. And then second of all, it has a lot deeper meaning than just a stupid smiley face on my neck, which I'm not saying you thought that, but a general good population of the people who have interacted with me or even see me on a basis have decided that it's a stupid neck tattoo. So thank you for the question. I appreciate it, Rylan. I appreciate you reaching out and asking something about my neck tattoo.